Hello everyone, I'm Danqing from Computational Behavior Lab at Aalto University, Finland. I will present CRTypist simulating touchscreen typing behavior via computational rationality on behalf of the co-authors. This work is funded by SIGCHI and Google. The main contribution of this work is a computationally rational model of human typing that enables accurate simulation of typing behavior. It can predict the gaze and finger movement as well as performance and strategies. There are three reasons to choose touchscreen typing as a task. First, the number of practitioners is large, which makes it easy to get data and find individual differences. Second, the behavior in the typing can be measured and quantified accurately. Third, touchscreen typing involves the complex interaction of perception, cognition, and motor control process. In this model, we have three design goals. The accuracy of the simulation, covering as many individual level differences as possible, generalizing the model to diverse keyboard designs. For example, we want the model can evaluate typing performance on novel keyboards in application market, and it can simulate how users with low cognitive ability, like elderly people, type. The modeling principles consider both cognitive science and machine learning. We take computational rationality as the fundamental theory to adopt the behavior that maximize expected utility within given bounds. Then, we take hierarchical supervisory control in the design consideration, as it is the strategy in both human and machine learning when dealing complex tasks. Third, we take modular architecture, because human cognitive system is modular in nature, and modularity can also enhance the efficiency and performance of deep learning methods. Based on the principles, here is the model design. The supervisory control problem is modeled as deciding where to look next and where to move the finger next. The supervisor, however, does not have direct access to the state of the touchscreen, but must rely on internal environment. This internal environment bridges supervisory controller and touchscreen with cognitive and physical limitations. Inside the internal environment, there are three internal modules. Vision moves the gaze and observes the screen from pixels through foveated and peripheral vision. Finger obtains a position accordingly and taps on the virtual keyboard. And working memory infers what has been typed so far, updating the related beliefs by means of targeted text phrase and information from vision and finger. So at high level, the supervisory control the internal environment by reading the working memory and setting goals for vision and finger. Each module in the internal environment are also designed based on cognitive model and machine learning model, and they have their own cognitive parameters to tune. The detailed implementation of each model can be found in the paper. We take this training workflow for train and fitting the typing model. For individual level differences and generalizability, train the supervisory policy pi with randomly sampled cognitive parameters and keyboard screenshots. In this pre-trained step, we do not need any human data here. It is trained with a designed reward function, which includes a positive reward for correctness and a penalty over time. For accurate reproduce of data from humans, fit the cognitive parameters of the model to align the simulated behavior with the empirical data. This acquisition function measures the similarity between the distribution of generated behavior and human. We integrated the model with an Android emulator using Android environment to support training, fine-tuning, and simulation in a real mobile system. To evaluate and compare touchscreen typing models, we introduce a mobile typing benchmark. It provides a standard set of data that can be used to train and evaluate machine learning algorithms for HCI. It covers 600 episodes of detail-level gaze and finger movement, 18,000 unique users' sentence-level typing performance, and 1,000 collected keyboard screenshots. They can be used to evaluate the design goals we mentioned previously, the accuracy, the individual level differences, and generalizability. The results and comparisons are shown in the benchmark table. Let's see the detailed analysis. First of all, our model demonstrates human-like motion strategies. It can simulate moment-to-moment eye and finger movements and predict strategies of eye-hand coordination. In this animation, the red rectangle is the gaze and the blue point is the finger. So the model has the ability to shift the gaze from the keyboard to the text display to verify what has been written. And it selectively fixates on part of keyboard instead of all keys tapped. Correcting typing errors takes place through backspacing, and the finger can start moving toward the target before the eyes have reached it. However, the eye will focus on the target in time to guide the finger's final movement. According to matrices, the simulation results are comparable to human ground truth and better than the baseline approach. Thanks to the modular architecture, we can easily extend the model to support two-finger typing. It successfully replicates the phenomenon of fewer gaze shifts in two-finger typing than single-finger typing. As it does not use rule-based finger-to-key mapping, it performs much better than the baseline approach. We randomly sampled 100 sets of cognitive parameters to test the individual differences of the model. The histogram presents the distribution of human one- and two-finger typing speed and how the model can cover. One model can cover around 97% of the distribution of the typing speed, by mass in both forms of typing. The human data typically show right-square distribution, and our model shows the similar distributions. This animation shows the individual differences of model from fast to slow typing performance. We can take close at the model's behavior with high and low cognitive ability. So when typing one target phrase, the fast one takes only 4 seconds and the slow one uses around 23 seconds. With high cognitive ability, the finger moves rapidly with no arrows and the vision continues guiding it with only real glasses at the text place. When set for low cognitive ability, the model applies the strategy of proofreading after each keystroke. Finger movement is slow to assure of accuracy, and the gaze always takes time to check what has been typed. The CRTypist model also shows the advantage that its ability can be transferred to unseen keyboard. We tested the generalizability of the model with the screenshot collection in the benchmark, splitting it into a training set with 28 keyboards with 816 screenshots, and a testing set with 10 keyboards with 212 screenshots. It performs comparably with the training and testing sets. Only the standard deviation of the test setting error rate is slightly higher than the training set. However, both are acceptable by comparing with human performance. We tested how the model adapts to two novel keyboard layouts, Trubone and Calc, for one- and two-finger typing respectively. The Trubone layout is optimized specifically for one-finger typing, and Calc is a layout with a proven ability to improve the efficiency of finger using two-thumb typing. In simulation of one-finger typing on Shubon, the typing speed at about 34.8 WPM is much higher than that with QWERTY keyboards. This is consistent with the empirical study. In when simulation two-thumb typing on keyboard, the model predicts nearly equal division of work between the thumbs, and alternating between them is rapid, and the average typing speed is about 2.6 WPM faster than QWERTY keyboard. This speed difference is also in line with what that reported from the user study. Our model can also reproduce how autocorrection features affect human typing. We used the open-source autocorrection model into a typing environment and find it leads to less gaze shifting and backspacing. Okay, to sum up, the CRTypist model has the ability to type like a human. It supports both one-finger and two-finger typing. It can express diverse users and predict typing across abilities. And finally, the model can be generalized to new keyboards, new layouts, and autocorrection. In this paper, we introduce a computational typing model that can enable accurate typing simulation from pixels. And we also release a benchmark for touchscreen typing to facilitate training and evaluation. More details can be found in the paper and our website. Thanks for listening.